Hey sluts. I'm bald. So I made the last minute decision to shave my head on Friday because my scalp was driving me crazy. It was constantly itchy. Not to mention my hair was fried because I bleached it 3 times, all in less than 2 months. I was basically doing these bleaching segments all by myself anyways because I was not going to go to a salon. Anyways, my hair was so fried that unless it was drenched in moisturizer, it would feel like hay. It also changed my curl pattern to the point where if I were to get it wet, it wouldn't look like my actual fro. It would look like I just had wet spaghetti noodles sitting on top of my head. So in the end, I was just all tired of just dealing with it. So I just wanted to completely start over. And maybe even bleach it again. I don't know. I don't know. I'm an indecisive person, so we'll see soon. I'm so used to having like a full head of hair that right now I feel like a peach. My head is constantly cold, so I'm like wearing hats everywhere I go. Hey, it's future me. By the way, this video was supposed to come out after Thanksgiving. I think you can guess why I'm a little late on this video. Speaking of the day after, Black Friday, I was supposed to try... Someone's home. Anyways, I was trying to find a camera with a decent discount. I was so desperate that I looked on TikTok Shop for something decent, but these were lying. I remember one vid where this person was sponsored showing their unlabeled 4K camera that they got on TikTok Shop, and I was like, do my eyes deceive me? I know that I see that Sony logo staring right at me. You think I don't know what a ZV-1 model looks like? Stop playing my face. So obviously I decided to go on Best Buy, and holy, those prices made me want to throw up. The lowest price was $400. $400. If you saw the price, it's not that bad, but it was Black Friday. Like, I was kind of expecting it to go down to like $250, $275. Then I started to hear that like Black Friday this year was kind of a scam. Stores would like raise their prices and then discount them like 10 to 20% off on Black Friday for us to quote unquote save money. And that got me thinking about the camera that I was viewing on Best Buy. Was I really saving $100, or was I actually paying the original price? Which, BTW, $100 off is not a good enough discount, especially something that is implied to cost 5 Benjamins. Anyways, rant over. I'm back again with another gouache sketchbook painting. I don't know why I always go back to gouache, even though I'm always scared to use it. It's just like this toxic ex that just sits in the corner of my room and won't leave me alone. I told myself that I was going to use all my art supplies until I ran out of it because I keep wasting money on art supplies that I'm not using. Like, I have a whole drawer full of art supplies that I haven't used since like I graduated high school. But yeah, we're back with gouache again. It must have been a long time since I used gouache because I kept using it wrong. I mean, I wasn't really using it wrong. I kept using it like watercolor, and I know you can use it like watercolor, but I've never done that before. Like, I kept thinning it down too much, adding too much water. But yeah. Anyways, you guys want to know my process? Of course you do. So as you saw at the beginning, I laid down a light wash of watercolor. I stopped using gouache as a light wash mainly because it kept reactivating as I kept painting over it. But anyway, I only lay down a flat wash for 2 reasons. The first one is for undertones of the painting, if I were to have a warm or cool undertone for my painting. The second reason is just so I'm not looking at a white canvas. I notice that whenever I'm getting ready to paint, whether that is on like a stretched canvas or a sketchbook page, I get really intimidated because it's a white canvas, and having that light wash spread across the canvas gets rid of that intimidation because it's not perfectly white anymore, and I've already seen like the brush strokes that I made with it. As I let the wash dry, I started to pick out my colors. This was a last minute decision. mainly because I didn't have a color scheme going into this. And so after picking out the colors, I go into painting, which, by the way, for all gouache painters, do any of you paint with gouache straight out of the tube? Like, I noticed that I barely did any mixing during this piece because of the clouds. Well, besides part of the clouds and some of the grass. Like, I used to hear tons of people in these painting tutorials that I used to watch as a kid that the only colors that you need are primary colors in both cool and warm and in black and white. Yet I see all these colors in these painting sets and I'm like,
why are they there then?
Like, I get it because it teaches you how to see and mix colors. And obviously I know how to do that. I took a class about it my freshman year in college, but does anyone else do that? Off topic, but I got another tattoo. This is my second tattoo that I got. So here's the design that I made, and I would show you the actual tattoo, but it's healing right now. And by that, I mean it's peeling. Like, I feel like a lizard shedding out of my old skin. Update, my tattoo is healed. It does look a little dry though. I actually got another tattoo as a last minute decision, which I'm starting to see a pattern here. Lots of last minute decisions in this video. But anyways, I got it because I saw it on one of my friend's stories that there was a flash sale going on during the weekend. And I thought, why not get another one? And so I started designing it during the end of my work shift. I've told some of my family and some of my friends that I wanted to cover my arms. Well, not all of my arms, just my forearms with tattoos right now because I only have 2. And I got to say, my arm's looking kind of sexy right now. I guess my agent heard me say tattoo too much. So I started seeing more tattoo and apprenticeship videos on my For You page on TikTok. I remember seeing this guy give tips on how to use fake skin and what needles to use and how deep the needles are supposed to go. And I was like, I could do that. So I made the perfect and impulsive decision to buy a kit. I'm kidding. I didn't buy a kit, but since Christmas is coming up, I might surprise myself and my family with the kit. I think that would be a nice stocking stuffer for someone like me.
Bombastic side eye.
Anyways, back to the process. I paint everything in separate layers to avoid colors pooling into each other. And after acting like I know what I'm doing, I stare at my painting and point out all the flaws and imperfections that I see and throw it into the garbage. I'm kidding. Not really. What I actually do is look to see if there's any spots that I've missed or if there's any streaks that I don't like, any sort of like gaps in the paint, and fill them in with my Prisma colored pencils. I also use my Prisma colored pencils for any detail work that I didn't do in gouache, mainly because I don't have the patience. I then fill out those spaces and add in the missing details like in the grass and in the clouds until it looks just good enough for me to, not want to gouge out my eyeballs. And then after that, I'm done. I don't know what I'm sitting on, but it fucking hurts. You can feel like jamming into my thigh that itches.